at the Sydney Opera House location, or Sydney Harbour, with the Park Hyatt Hotel. It's a lovely hotel, as you can see. See around me, incredible location that I'm at. I'm here in front of the Sydney Opera House, and Harbour Bridge is to my right. Great to see. Come and watch the channel Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochannek, and you'll be able to see more of this. This is a channel that will bring you both Sydney during the World Cup, this is 2020, but it's actually World Cup 2022 on Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochannek. So please join me. You can enjoy the background behind me there of the Sydney Opera House in Harbour. Cruise boats going past. And I'm here now. This is Norman Kochannek. So, Sam Hislop is asking, did you see Will comeback innings today? You mean Will Sutherland, you're talking about? Yeah, well, New South Wales are batted very well today. This is the site where the Sydney, obviously, contingent of the World Cup will be. Please watch Will Bukowski. No, I didn't see that, Sam, not much yet. Lockie, hi, Norman's Lachlan from the Spirit family. That's you. Oh, hello, how are you? Lachlan, how are you? Nice to meet you, Mr. Spirit there. Based in the Spirit family, the Buzz family, I think I would call them. And here I am at Sydney Harbour, live. Of course, we're going to be covering the World Cup as of October through to November from a number of locations, including the Sydney Cricket Ground, the MCG, where the final will be held, both Perth and Adelaide, as well as other locations. Sam is saying that we've got a young fast bowler now with William Solomon. Yeah, okay, that's good. Again, this is a great location, as you can see. Incredible views along here. I'll just take you around one more time. You can see the location there. Oh, there's something I'm having to eat there. Sniper, I'm having some nice club salad, sandwich, coffee, and some fries. All right, so don't forget to watch the World Cup. Well, it says 2020, but it's actually 2022. The T20 World Cup is here in Australia. You'll see that on my channel, also on Rev Sports, on Extra Time, on a number of Indian platforms I'll be communicating on. And I'll be showing you all the games. And as you know, Australia is the favourites, along with India, obviously England and Pakistan. They're my top four. What are your top four for the World Cup? Where am I right now? Ariana, I'm actually at the Park Hyatt Hotel in Sydney, which is right on the harbour. You can see the Sydney Opera House behind me. The Harbour Bridge is to my right. And it's an amazing place, so worth joining in. Ask me some questions, guys. I want to eat some chips. Become a member of the so-called YouTube channel Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochannek, and you'll be able to see a lot more personalised videos we'll provide through the time. Okay, so worth having a look at. As you can see, the backdrop is amazing. Amazing backdrop indeed. You get to see what this is like as a location. People running behind me. A bit of construction going on as well. And you'll be here for the World Cup. T20 International, as in the T20 World Cup, ICC T20 World Cup. Joined by the Fanatics, they're a touring group. Also organised ticketing and clothing. Australia's going to destroy, again, overhyping Team India. Well, I wouldn't say that. India are a big threat. There'll be a big threat here, don't worry. It'll be worthwhile saying hello, Kushji Sharma. We're here in Sydney, Australia, the site of the World Cup, which is coming up very shortly. You'll see plenty of that over time. So just be able to see. Do you want to have another little grab? see there. Skyline of Sydney. Around. Yes. Well worth having a look at, guys. Great backdrop. You see a ferry there at Sydney Harbour. Ferry there coming into Bay, the famous Opera House there. Amazing indeed. All right, guys, stay tuned for the World Cup, the T20 World Cup 2022. Just Paul, how are you? So the T20 ICC T20 World Cup will be here in Australia, both on the SCG, Adelaide Oval, Perth Stadium there, I think it's Optus Oval, and also have Melbourne, of course, the MCG, where the final will be held. And actually, India are playing Pakistan at the MCG too, and I will be there showing you live from there with Buri Majumdar, like Kochannek, obviously, Jabasha said, where are you from? I'm actually not from, I'm from Sydney, Australia. We're in Sydney, Australia. There's right the harbour here. The harbour's behind me with the famous Opera House, as you can see. Right, any questions, guys? Any questions while I'm having my little meal here? I have a nice little sandwich here. You can see the sandwich I'm having. Let's see if I can get a hold of this. Not that easy. I don't know how you get a hold. There we are. Hang on a sec. Let me just try and work this out. Just see how you... There we are. Yes, called a club sandwich. Typical Australian club sandwich. I'll have the right way. This is what I just had. Some nice fries. All right, so again, the ICC T20 World Cup will be held here in Sydney, as well as MCG in Melbourne. I did see the Marsh Cup today. I saw New South Wales batting very well. And also Perth Stadium, Adelaide Oval, Melbourne. Actually, not as much as in Geelong, but there might be warm-up matches. But I'm going to show you all the matches, especially the ones which relate to India and Pakistan and Australia. They're probably the major highlights, but all in all, I'm still predicting Australia, India, Pakistan and England being the top four. Afghanistan might be a small, hello. Got a bit of construction work on. Where am I now? I said I'm at the Park Hyatt Hotel, which is in Sydney Harbour. You can see there the Harbour Bridge. Sorry, not Harbour Bridge, Opera House, I should say. A nice big cruise liner coming in there. I will go to the stadium for all the matches. I will certainly be there for all the World Cup matches. Of course, I'm in Australia. It's the first thing I'll do. No doubt about that at all. Right, so again, Opera House. Oh, there we are. So very, very impressive indeed. You can just have a good view of this. So again, World Cup T20, the ICC T20 World Cup starts in October. Around the 22nd is when it really kicks off. I'm not in India. No, I'm not in India. No, I'm not fan. I'm not in India. Probably would like to be for the matches there, but I'm not. England blowing very weak World Cup. I don't know about that result, Hassan. They've got a good World Cup. What are you talking about? I think there's a lot to be looking forward to here. As you can see, there it is. There's a ferry just going away. A lovely view. All right, guys, so ICC World Cup, ICC T20 World Cup in October through November, and we will actually have a lot of great action. Not only versus India final result, I think could well be England and Pakistan will feature in there as well, but I think it will be Australia will certainly feature heavily in there. So, any other questions, guys, before I eat my sandwich? What's the view? There's no shark behind me. Let me just shark on my plate. There we go. Not a bad backdrop, is it? For me, tomorrow will be my South Sydney Rabbitohs. My football South Sydney Rabbitohs will be playing tomorrow against the Penrith Panthers out at the Olympic Stadium. Getting noise as someone's doing some work out behind me. As you can see, what can you see, guys? You can see the ferry and the Opera House there. Can you see them? Hang on, how do I get rid of these? Okay. Alright, okay, there we are. As you can see, the ferry there, there's another ferry there now. Opera House is certainly here, not the Harbour. Harbour Ridge is around that way. That's the Opera House up there with a Sydney ferry. Very impressive indeed. Gloria Majuna will be on there with me, Rev Sports, as well as other platforms. There'll be quite a few platforms there. We'll have a great time. So do look at the great view there of Sydney. There's the city of Sydney. You can see the city there. We're back here at what is the famous. Can you all see the Opera House there? Can you see the Harbour Ferry and the Opera House there? Iconic Sydney. The Park Hyatt Hotel, which is a great location. Great location. Any other questions, guys? Ask me questions while I'm eating some chips. Australian pitch would assist spin. No, they won't assist spin. Be more of a bouncier pitch, I think. SCG a little bit. SCG will favour pace. All these people here enjoying themselves. You can see them there, arm in arm, loving the views over Sydney Harbour. Very impressive indeed. No, that won't be. I don't think it'll be low scoring. It'll be quite high scoring because it'll be very bouncy. A lot of the outfield will be very fast. So that World Cup's coming. Of course, the World Cup is here. You can see that World Cup. Well, it says 2020, but it's actually 2022. Of course, the ICC World Cup, T20 World Cup, will be held here in Australia in October. I think it's roughly October 22nd. It really gets away through, I think, November 9. I think approximately the dates are. Action-packed 2 to 2.5 weeks of cricket all over the place. It'll be very exciting indeed. Very, very exciting. All right, guys. We will catch up after. Please stay tuned. I'll give you more updates like this from great locations. What we have here. Okay, all the best. Of course, you must subscribe to Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochannek, watching the World Cup, and also join membership, and you get a lot of goodies, including from the memorabilia that I have here. Okay? Okay, all the best. Take care.